live from this one. Let me make sure we put it like this. 3, 2, 1, boom! What's up, Facebook people? Hold on, let me let my boys through. We're here, chop it up, episode 5.
Man Feast Live.
What up, my people? What up? We got a little bit of a late start, you know what I'm saying? But we in this thing. What's up, Elijah? I hope you're still there. Get ready to go.
Yes, sir. Let me, I'm gonna go on my Facebook and share it.
Just in case y'all don't know, we go live on multiple platforms. We go live on Facebook, we go live on YouTube, we go live on Instagram. We do that so you can get a feel the raw uncutness of what we got going on. And then what we'd like to do later in the week is publish the edited sound as a podcast on SoundCloud and iTunes, and then also publish the video as something that can be useful on YouTube. It's a little bit more pure, refined product, but you get the raw and uncut version depending on whatever platform you decide to watch live. Right now, the best quality to watch live is probably on Facebook. Second best quality to watch live will be on Instagram. And right now, just because of the equipment that we have so far, the one on YouTube is probably not the greatest, but none of them are really bad. I'm just making sure that you know where we're coming from. But what up, what up, what up? We're finna get started as soon as my man gives me the thumbs up. And we're just gonna take a minute and pray over our show real quick, hey y'all. Okay? Lord bless this show, help us to be sound with doctrine and pure hearts in Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Alright, we're gonna get this thing working as soon as I get the heads up. Is that one going? Has it got a good view on it? Alright, let me hit record.
One more hashtag.
Already? Let me know when you're ready.
Share it out. My render's off.
While you waiting, go ahead and share this. Share this, share this, share this. Alright? Good?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. What up?
What up?
What up? What up? Welcome back to episode 5 of Chop It Up. Yeah,
Let's
you at
go.
home, I need you to start doing that at home with us whenever you see that happen. You know, just like this. We will say 3, 2, 1. I'll hit the record button. Me and my partner will say, welcome to and Chop It Up with the Great 580, where we believe in God, family, and community. Hashtag
The Great 580.
What else?
Hashtag No Longer Shady.
What else?
Hashtag Speak Life.
Speak life, speak truth, follow God, and eventually they will too.
Oh, yes.
Amen. Let's do a quick recap before we get on today.
All right.
I saw something that said, we talked about last week about Shady Mac and LaShawn McCoy from the Buffalo Bills catching a charge or about to catch a charge, one of the two. And now his ex-girlfriend or fiance, or whatever the case is, has now recanted her statement and said that nothing happened. So
She didn't say nothing happened.
okay, go ahead.
She said that she doesn't believe that he's involved in what happened.
Right. That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
So now he's supposedly off the hook for that.
Off the
So
hook.
stay tuned to that. Also, new developments we've been talking about. I've been screaming about it since they got him in the trade. We were talking about Carmelo last week and the week before and the week before that and the week before that. I feel like every show we talk about our boy, well your boy, Carmelo and last week we talked about how he needs to go. It looks like the Thunder are trying to deal him, but check this out. Don't nobody want him, bro.
Nah.
Nobody wants Melo. Somebody got on my Facebook last week talking about Melo needs to stay, and I was like, man, which games have you been watching? And they said that the reason we didn't go deep into the playoffs is because we didn't let him start more games than he should have started. That's what he said.
What?
I promise I'm not lying, bro.
I'm gonna tell you, the reason why the Thunder went as far as they went was in spite of Carmelo.
In spite.
In spite. Carmelo is like the I don't want to say the cancer of that team because that's a harsh way of saying it, but If the shoe fits, it is what it is.
What up, Uncle Danny? My uncle done tuned in. Hey, make sure you share this. Make sure you let us know what's really good. If you got something to say, please comment, Ask us maybe for later on in the segment of the show with the useless fact, maybe do some research and give us a useless fact.
Yes.
So we can put it on the show. What up, big baby? What y'all doing? Hello, all y'all tuned in.
Bet that if anybody gives us a useless fact, whichever one we think is the best,
Yeah.
we're gonna have a free Grade 580 sticker for y'all. I'm gonna send it to y'all personally. We're gonna send it to y'all. What's up, Suwana? That's my realtor. All right.
Thanks for the house, Suwana.
What's up? Thank you. It's still holding up. The four walls still going. You feel me?
It ain't blew up
What's
yet.
up, Shani? What's up, Crystal? Will? Hannah Alejado? What's up with all y'all? Thank y'all for tuning in.
Ooh. Alright, so moving on, let's get these out the way. Shout out Promotion Media. Shout out Project Nuisance. And shout out what's called and known as the CETUS at Cameron University. CETUS is CETS, Center for Emerging Technology and Entrepreneurial Studies.
Go ahead.
They be hooking a brother up.
Okay.
I go in there, I sit down with them, and a lady named Dr. Langford, she sits down with me, helps me facilitate all my ideas, takes a lot of notes. We email each other back and forth multiple times a week, and she's trying to find sponsorship and donors and helping me with logo ideas and different marketing tips and all that. She's doing all of this for the free ski. You know what I'm saying? That means nothing for the viewers that don't understand. That means I'm not paying anything for this consultation. You know what I mean? I'm plugging them in not only because I promised them that I would, but they are in the business of helping you develop your small business. That's what they get paid to do. It's totally it's tax money. They get grant money. It comes from the state of Oklahoma, and what they're trying to do is invest in small businesses and not just leave them out to dry, but show them how to manage their money, where to do this, how to do that, marketing tips, a whole bunch of consultation, and it's for what we call the free 99. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shout out Heather McCready. She's back in.
Jamaica. Oh, that was for you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't missed nothing yet. We just started.
Just starting out.
And I like your dashiki, brother.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? He motivated me to put mine on. his is a little bit more fresh than mine. You got the beads that go with it and all that.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just repping, yeah, man. Just repping. Don't get on here talking about cultural appropriation. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I gave him a pass today.
Yeah, I got my pass. Plus, somebody from Uganda is the one who gave this to me straight from the motherland. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anyways, so shout out Promotion, shout out Project Nuisance, shout out the CETUS. Let's get to it, shall we?
Let's go.
How about we do, the first topic is Trump, your boy.
My boy.
By the way, anybody that I don't necessarily agree with on this show,
my boy.
It's his boy. Because they definitely not my boy, you know what I'm saying? So, let me fill you in. I don't know if y'all familiar are with this, but let me just play a sound clip for you. You good with that?
Yeah.
Let me play a sound clip. Hopefully y'all can hear this. I'll turn it up for y'all.
Who's your biggest competitor, the biggest foe globally right now?
Well, I think we have a lot of foes. I think the European Union is a foe, what they do to us in trade. Now, you wouldn't think of the European Union, but they're a foe. Russia's a foe in certain respects. China's a foe economically, certainly. They're a foe. But that doesn't mean they're bad. It doesn't mean anything. It means that they're competitors. They want to do well, and we want to do well. And we're starting to do well. You see what's going on. We have the best employment numbers probably.
And then he starts dodging the question right about there, right? Starts dodging the question right about there. Let me give you a little backstory on what we're talking about here. So, he was on an interview. So President Donald Trump is about ready to meet with the Russian, I think he's called Prime Minister or something like that.
Vladimir Putin.
He's getting ready to sit down with him in Finland, I think tomorrow, on some sort of talks. Nobody really knows exactly what they're going to talk about, but it's a summit similar to the Cold War summits that they had, when we were little kids and before us, right?
Yeah.
Similar to those things. So there's a lot of speculation, a lot of gossip going on. I can't really give you too much details on that, but what I do know is what you just saw. And I don't know if you heard that on live for the edited feed and for the podcast. I'll make sure to edit that so you can hear that. Basically, an interviewer asked him, so who are your biggest competitors? And then he changed the word to foe. I'm going to come back to that. Remember that word foe. he lists his foes. And the first foe that he lists is the European Union, bro.
Yeah.
The European Union. For those that need help with geography, I need you to do your own Googling on this. I'm not going to explain that to you, what the European Union is. And he goes on to say how they are our foe because of the trade. He lists China as a foe because of they're an economic foe. He's listing all these countries, but one thing he did list was he listed Russia as a foe. But if you go back and listen to this clip, he doesn't make them a specific foe like he does the European Union and China and whoever else. You know what I'm
He
saying?
doesn't say why they're a foe.
Right. He says they're a foe in some regard, right?
Yeah.
But he calls the European Union a foe because of trade and China a foe because of economics, and he's just throwing shots. And before I go on, please, Ash, tell me, when you hear the word foe, what do you think of?
Well, words matter.
Yeah, words do matter.
Words matter. So when you do hear words like foe, I know a lot of people, including myself, we tend to jump straight to its meaning of being an enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But it can actually just mean a competitor, though.
Yeah, it could.
So not every competitor is your enemy. And look, I'm trying to throw my man a bone here.
You said it, your man.
My man, the reason why I say that is because of this, man. At the end of the day, no matter who's the president or who occupies that seat, he has the steering wheel to the ship.
Mm-hmm.
If the boat goes down, we all go down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that I'm a supporter or against him, but a lot of stuff that he does is questionable to me, and you know that, and y'all who watch this show know that that's some stuff that's questionable. But I kind of want to throw him one and say maybe he was just strictly talking about the competitor side of it, and maybe not an enemy. Just a competitor.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you. But however, if you continue, I didn't continue to play it. If we go straight from
Don't-
answering that question.
Don't continue to play it because I just kind of want to stay right
Yeah,
here.
no. Well, I'm not gonna play it no more. But that's my point. That's why I stopped it when I stopped it. Because if you go back, and you know, I'm challenging y'all to do your own research on this. We're not here to bash nobody, but we are gonna talk about real topics. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you why I think this happened. I believe this was today he did this. He said this morning. But as he answers this question as listing who his foe is, see, to me a foe, because I'm from the street, a foe is an enemy, bro.
The opposite of friend.
You know what I mean? It's not somebody you get along with.
No.
He kind of cleaned it up. He was specific to say his competitors and this and that. He took the word foe to mean financially.
Okay.
Somebody who in our pockets and shouldn't be. Somebody who isn't handling their responsibilities as a superpower in the world financially, the trade, economics,
And you know
whatever. I got
what?
that.
You know what? He may be coming from that angle of they're not for us, they're against us.
I get it. However, you have to be careful when people already don't like you to alienate yourself, because what you are doing is you are now targeting America as this place who is just like, we don't need you, rest of the world. We're good and we're strong and we'll fight you and we'll win. But the problem is you can only bully a couple people at a time before they team up and bully you back.
That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying?
That's true.
When he goes forward to kind of dash around the question a little bit, so that he goes into talk about his unemployment rates with blacks and Hispanics and all this other stuff, talking about how his numbers are good. And it really, to me, it had nothing to do with the question that was asked. Let me tell you why I think he listed these countries specifically and why European Union was his top country. Like, he couldn't wait to say them first, and he tried to clean it up by going into Russia. Didn't get too specific. Talked about China. Got a little more specific than he did with Russia. But the European Union was first, and let me tell you why I think why. Friday, London, England,
Had
protested Trump.
protests, yeah.
Yesterday, people in Scotland protested Trump. And today, about 6 or 7 hours ago, in the place he's supposed to be tomorrow to meet Putin,
Finland.
the Finnish people are finished with Trump. Sorry, I couldn't help myself on that one. They also protested Trump. You know what I mean? And I think cuz is salty a little bit, bro. He's a saltine cracker.
Bruh, when you said the Finnish people, I knew you were gonna go for the Finnish.
Cliche joke. It's the best I can do.
Oh my goodness.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Any thoughts? Anything to add to that?
Nah, I would just say, for all of y'all who are watching this, young, old, in between, anywhere you may fall, please make sure you stay up on your current events. Don't take our word for anything up there saying, form your own opinions, but please be well researched.
And don't get it twisted. The Great 580 don't represent one side of the aisle or another. We over here, we love Jesus, we love God. That's the Christian flag that we wave. To me, the Christian flag is more important than, and I'm not talking about the little white one with the cross on it. I'm just talking about the Christian nation of the world is more important to me than any country, to be honest. I love America. I love Lawton, obviously. You know what I'm saying? But what's more important to me is the kingdom of heaven. That's primary in my heart and in my mind. But that doesn't mean we don't fight for our country and represent the best that we can. But don't get it twisted, viewers. We're not here. I know that we get on Donald Trump's case, but, you know, hey, it is what it is. We're not trying to skew you to one side or another. We just want you to know that topics like this are relevant and you need to stay informed. And like you said, don't take our word for it. Shout out to the French.
Yes!
Congratulations on winning the World Cup. Good job. One of our pastor's wives is Croatian, and she was watching the game during church on her phone.
French were wild.
Yeah, they were doing what they had to do. I didn't actually see the video, but I saw something come up on Bleacher Report that said that Jay-Z and Beyonce was having a concert in Paris, and they played a live feed of the end of the game for everybody that was watching. And
Really?
yeah.
Did they do that song Ninjas in Paris?
I don't know. That probably would have been great to do.
Yes.
Especially since the first line is ball so hard.
Trying to find it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
All right, well, congratulations to the French.
Go! Alright, that's good.
I'm not gonna do what I did last time because it was kind of suck.
Parlez-vous, oui, oui.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
You know we're gonna have to do, viewers. I don't know enough French to do that.
Oh my bad.
Only French I know, you have to say pause afterwards. Oui.
Pause.
Jason, we're gonna have to get you a chair up here so you can just join the panel one of these days, bro. Because I mean, you got a lot to say behind the scenes. Shout out to our PA guy.
I'm about to say shout out to the production over here. Jay.
He gonna come and get in the video.
Oh, you gonna come over? You gonna come over and give you some space?
Yay! He's part Cherokee. His Cherokee name is Chief Little Shorts. That's what we're gonna call him. my little brother Chief.
Oh man.
Alright, well, you follow baseball at all, Ash? Alright, well, baseball is exciting. It's America's pastime. America don't really watch it no more, but I really enjoy it, especially Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
And I just feel like I gotta plug my Atlanta Braves one time.
But they're slumping.
They're in a slump right now, man. I think they've lost 5 of the last 7.
They won today.
They won today, but I'm saying that's 2 wins out of the last 7, bro. They were first in their division. They had like the second or third best record in the league. They've got 2 or 3 rookies that just have good bats. You know what I mean? They've got some defense. They got some good pitching. Everything that makes a good baseball team. 4 All-Stars. I mean, it is what it is. It's looking pretty good, but I don't know what has happened. Their offense has been slumping. So I don't know, man. I just can't get a championship team from nothing, man.
Geographically speaking, the Northeast is looking really good in baseball right
The
now.
Yankees and the Sox.
The Yankees and the Sox are both killing. They're both relevant.
Solid rivalry too.
So yeah,
They'll be all right.
yo, that game is gonna be wild.
Yeah, it's gonna be wild. All right, so let's move on past sports so we can spend a little time on this next topic. There has been some comments made.
Okay.
There have been some direct messages.
Okay.
There have been some questions asked to me personally. Why change the name that we grew up accustomed to?
Okay.
And this is not a shot at anybody. What I have to say, I have already said. And what I'm about to say, I have no problem telling you or nobody else, your baby mama or your baby mama's cousin, your cousin's baby mama, whoever. Okay? I'll tell your dog. Because it ain't about us.
No.
It's about these young people in the Great 580. Growing up, we used to call this place the Shady 580.
True.
I used to wear it like a badge of honor. Chief Little Shorts over there, he has a tattoo on him with the 580, right? I've got Lawton tattooed right here. We love our city, you know what I'm saying? And I used to, even into my adulthood, really recently up until the last couple of years, until I was 28, 29, 30 years old, I was still calling it the Shady 580 because that's what we grew up to know it as.
Yeah.
That's how we would represent it. And one day I woke up, and no, literally, like I was asleep and I woke up.
Yeah.
And stay woke. Hashtag Octotroph stay woke. And so I had to bring that back.
I knew I was about to do it during this hashtag.
I heard the kids, we were at camp one time, and they were saying, man, I'm from the Shady 580, and it was, you know, gang banging over some bacon or whatever. And it just hit me right then, like, wow, these kids is repping Shady 580 the same that we used to. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it hurt me a little bit that what we have deemed our own city to be, even people that ain't from here, maybe they came here with the army and military, whatever, and left. I've run into people while I was in the army, Ash, and I told them where they was from, and they would say things like, I'm sorry. They would say things like, oh, you're from the Shady 580.
Yep.
They call us that, but see, to them, it's a negative connotation. To us, it was something to be proud of, up until a couple of years ago when I woke up and realized and heard this child say this, and I was a little off put by that. What you got?
Crazy thing is, I moved here about 10 years ago, a little over 10 years ago. Before I moved here, let me stop saying moved here, like I had a choice in it.
Okay.
Before I was stationed here, assigned here by the Army, I was in AIT, and I found out I was going to Fort Sill, and I was asking around everybody in AIT, man, have y'all ever been to Oklahoma, Fort Sill or whatever? And there was a cat there who's actually from here.
Mm-hmm.
And the word out of his mouth was, oh, bro, that's Lawton. That's the Shady 580.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He never explained what that meant or anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for me, coming, going to be moving here, relocating my family there, I already had this preconceived thought of Lawton
Before you got here.
before I even got here that it's about to be one of these terrible places, shady, as they say, and then I'm gonna have to, watch out for me and my family. Now I'm gonna have to watch out for me and my family no matter where I go,
Right, no matter
what city I'm in. It could be here, it could be the most safe city, as they like to say, in the world. But for me to already have a negative outlook on this city before I even get here is kind of what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Like, before anybody actually gets to learn about Lawton or live in Lawton or get to love Lawton, if you already greet them with, hey, this city is shady,
Yeah.
it's negative off top. And it took me a while to even embrace Lawton
Yeah.
as being a home here because I did not want to be from or be associated with the Shady 580. It's bad enough that where I'm from, they call it bad news. I didn't want to be associated with the connotation of bad news. Now, don't get me wrong, I love my city and I understand that we have nicknames and stuff like that. But somebody asks me where I'm from, I never say I'm from bad news. I'm
Right.
from Newport News, Virginia.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever you take from that is what you take from that. But I can't go around telling you or projecting negativity about my city, just like I don't say I'm from the Shady 580 or I live in the Shady 580.
What's up,
Okay.
man? So one of our viewers says that's true. It was the same info we were giving when we were
PCS
PCS here 3
3
years.
years ago.
PCS means a permanent change of station. People in the Army, they move from one duty station to the next. And they were warning them before they got to Fort Sill, which is
That
located
this
right
was
here in the Great 580. That
the
this was
Shady
580. It's catchy, but it's going around the nation, if not the world. I was in Hawaii when that lady said, I'm sorry, you from the Shady 580.
I was in South Carolina.
Isn't that crazy? All over the nation, they know us by this negative connotation, but we walk around here like it's something to be proud about. You know what I mean? looking at the Google dictionary, the definition of shady on Google is of doubtful honesty or legality. Synonyms include suspicious, suspect, questionable, dubious, doubtful, all that. The Urban Dictionary, where the nickname really came from was from the streets, right?
Yeah.
To be very sneaky, suspect, or to have an all-around backstabbing personality. So you think I'm going to wake up and represent my city by saying, I'm from a backstabbing place?
I'm a backstabber.
I'm doubtful.
Don't trust me.
Love me. I don't tell the truth. Really?
And they were in Georgia when they heard about the Shady 580. So think about this. For the people who are already in love with that name and with that identity,
Yeah.
man, more power to y'all.
Yeah.
We're really trying to affect these young people and
Yeah.
tell them that there's more to being from Lawton than being known as being shady or being dishonest or being a backstabber or anything like that. You can stand up with pride and say, no, I'm from the great 580, I'm from Lawton. I can be something. We have people, I mean, Lawton, the same place where we want to say shady, is the same place that raised up and bred a Jacoby Crowley, who's doing things in government.
That is great.
That is great. He's not shady, he's great. We're the same place that had T.W. Shannon, who was great, who still is a great person. No matter how you feel about him, they've done great things in their own lanes. You see what I'm saying? What are some other great people that came from Lawton?
Jeff Elbert. No,
Jeff. Real talk. Jeff.
Yeah.
This is Great 580. My man Jason, Great 580. DJ Zachary, Great 580.
It is what it is,
There's
man.
so many great people in
Yeah.
the city that you don't have to align yourself with being shady or anything like that, man. Just great people.
Don't
And
get-
some of
don't
y'all
get me
watching
wrong,
this
though.
are great as well.
Don't get me wrong though. I get it. Like, this is a place unlike anywhere I've ever been. Obviously my opinion is biased and skewed because I'm from here. This is home. You know what I mean? But I've been to a lot of places. There's not very, like when I went to Georgia, it was white and black, and you didn't cross the line. And I crossed the line, and I got into a lot of fights because of it. You know what I'm saying? On both sides, because they just don't rock like that in the deep south. You know what I'm saying? And in Hawaii, it was anybody American versus Native people there. You know what I'm saying?
The mainland.
I got called a haole a whole bunch of times. I don't even know what that means. Apparently, it's a white person that steals land, but I got called a haole a lot. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how to spell that, but it's howling, I guess like a wolf. I'm not really sure. But the point I'm trying to make is I've been to a lot of places. I went to Louisiana, was the same way down there in the deep south.
Yeah.
A lot of KKK going on still to this day around there. Been to a lot of places, and Lawton is really one of the only places I've ever been where you could go in any neighborhood at any given time, and it'll be multicultural, it'll be multi-ethnic. It'll even, in some cases, some neighborhoods in Lawton will have one house be of lower economic status, right? And the house right next to it is some people who own businesses and some, whatever. And that's why I love Lawton. I get it. To be proud of this place, especially when you grew up and you knew it was called Shady 580. First of all, it sounds great. It sounds
rhymes
cute.
and it's catchy.
It's cute. But we just read your definition of shady. And I want to challenge you, older people, our age, maybe a little bit behind us, but definitely older than us, and at where we're at. These kids, they know what you're calling them, bro. Maybe you don't talk to them as much as we do, but I saw one of our friends, Pastor Joe's son, Joe 2.
Okay.
I saw some minutes ago.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's third, yeah. It's Joe
Also,
3.
his son is Joe 4.
No, he's Joe 3.
His son is Joe 3. I'm talking about his dad.
Oh, my bad. There's just too many Joes.
So Joe 2.
Joe 2.
Shout out,
My bad.
Joe.
Shout out, Joe, man. My man. I just seen him too.
They did a Facebook video of their daughters talking about the Grade 580 in their shirts and stuff. I didn't even see it till today, this morning.
Yeah, I saw it.
And she was articulating what it means to be shady and what it means to be great. And you know what she chose?
What's up?
She chose to be great.
To be great.
So, if you want to hold on to shadiness, to each his own. I got you. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But I ain't shady.
No.
In fact, I wake up every day trying to be less shady than the day before. You know what I mean?
I wake up trying to be greater than the day before.
That's what I mean.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying.
I think if you don't wake up every day trying to be more real and more of a lover of people today than you was yesterday, then something is not improving in your life. And that's why you're unhappy and miserable, because you ain't waking up every day trying to be better. And I believe the only way to be better is through Jesus Christ, through reading the Word, through prayer, and surrounding yourself with positive people and not your foes. Shout out to President Trump, your boy. Like I said, we're not throwing shots, but you know.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, bro.
Uncle Danny, whose beard is shady? Mine or Jack?
Hey, let me know my beard like that, bro.
Hey, look, I had to cut mine. Well, I cut mine off, and now it's growing back. So don't give me too much heat, Uncle Danny. All right.
For those looking at the other live platforms and on the edited video, my Uncle Danny's on Facebook Live trying to joan on the beard, but we still don't know whose beard he's talking
I don't know
about.
whose beard you talking about, but
Because both these beards is great. You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting on Chief Little Shorts when he got in front of the camera.
You couldn't see them shorts.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, hey, shout out to the viewers on all the live platforms. What's up, YouTube? What's up, IG?
18-year positivity.
Hey, man, can y'all help me change it?
Yes.
Help me, Ayo, change it.
Come on.
Hey, what's up, Miss Fortney? Help us change it. I know you a part of the Grade 5, baby.
Yeah.
I know you part of it. Help us all change it. This ain't a Jeff Elbert thing. This ain't an Ashley thing. This ain't even really it's a Lawton thing, man.
Yeah.
It ain't specific to one church, one school, one neighborhood, one side of town. It really stretches to Altus, Duncan, and wherever else. Did y'all know the 580 is the largest area code in the state? The largest area. So you mean to tell me that a good third of the state is represented by Shane? J-Ray. Hey, Uncle Danny said that our production assistant's beard is shady, and I have to agree.
Oh my
I
God.
definitely have to agree on that.
But I say I know why they shady. My junk is
Hey, if you watch it live,
Yeah.
hashtag right now, the Great 580.
Yes.
Hashtag right now.
Share this hashtag. No
No
longer shady.
No longer shady.
Hashtag speak life.
Speak life.
All three of them all the time. Let's go.
Come on now, y'all flood. And as soon as this live goes off, we're going to have a shorter show today because last week was a little bit long because your other homie, Mr. Wasp, came up in here tripping.
Bruh.
And he
I
was
watched
sexual.
that from 3 different angles. And that junk is hilarious from every angle.
I was getting on your case right after we got done filming,
What was
but
that?
then after I watched it, I realized I was hanging on to you for dear life.
He tried to tell me I was grabbing onto him, but if you watch last week's episode,
And I couldn't go nowhere because, look, y'all can't really see it on the live, but, man, I'm trapped in right here, man.
he's trapped
We got,
over here.
we got the studio equipment in here, and I'm trapped right now.
Crazy
man.
part is I had dislocated my knee right before we went on.
Yeah.
So we were trapped on this side because I couldn't get up.
Yeah.
But he was saying that I was grabbing onto him, but if you watch the video, he was grabbing onto me, bro. I had my wrist and
Pause.
everything. You had my wrist.
I'm just saying I had to pause because I'm, never mind. Sorry.
Pause. I get it. Pause.
Hashtag Wasp is life. Heather, you putting on the wrong hashtag. Let's go. Where my hashtags at? Flood it. Hashtag the Great 580.
Wasp.
Hashtag no longer shady. Hashtag speak life. That's what my boy Trippy D said. Jeff's dome is shady. See, now y'all trying to jump.
Oh yeah.
If y'all want to get on into a jumping session, come on the show. Hey, Darius, come on the show with me next week, man.
Let's
We can jump.
go. Come on
We
with
can
it.
do that.
Right.
I'm okay with y'all talking about me. I'm okay with you talking. Well, I ain't okay with you talking about Ash. It depends on
You can
him.
talk about me. I'm cool.
Talk about us all you want. It don't even matter. Just don't talk about our city, man. It's not how we get down.
Yeah,
Now,
let's be
anything
great.
else to add?
Man, I have nothing else to add.
I thought that was a good part of the show right there. I got to let some steam off. That was pretty good to do. PA, you got anything to say about them calling your beard shade?
I agree.
He
I got me some
disagree.
beard oil. I'm gonna get it right for next week.
Yeah,
Boy said you got some Kentor oil.
I'm about to get that beard oil, put it in, man. You gotta get that tea tree oil and all that stuff, essentials and all that, man. Get your beard straight.
Welcome if you just tuning in. Welcome. He said, what if you gotta use the latrine, Jeff? What you talking about? If I have to leave, I'm just gonna have to hold it, bro. Plus, I got a tablecloth on this table. You don't know what's. Never mind. I apologize. Both my hands right here.
Just,
Anyway, let's keep moving.
which one do you use some facts?
Yeah, let's get it. Welcome if you just tuning in. Welcome to Shop It Up with the Great 580. Yeah, it's your boy Jeff and your boy Ayo. We're gonna move on to our favorite segment every week, and that is Useless Facts. The
Useless
motto is
facts.
such. It's not useless if you use it. Okay?
Let's go.
What kind of useless facts do you have?
Reindeers like to eat bananas.
Is that it?
That's it.
Is that all you got, bro?
That's it. Reindeers like to eat banana. That's it.
Please come with one more.
Gonna
bro.
be. You want another one?
Please come with one more.
Let's see what else I have to say.
That boy said reindeer eat bananas. That's pretty funny though. Come on.
25% of the bones in your body are in your feet.
Ooh. Did you know, I found this out just a minute ago, did you know that 1 square inch of any bone in your body is stronger than concrete? 1 cubic inch of a bone in your body is stronger than a cubic inch of concrete.
Do we have a cubic inch of bone anywhere?
Pretty sure your
An
thigh
inch?
bones and stuff are
Probably.
thick enough.
Okay, the femur. Because I'm thinking, and maybe I don't think your skull is that thick.
Nah, well your skull might be, but I don't know.
Oh.
I was just joking. See, they got on my John now. I'm sorry, bro. They was getting on my case.
Oh.
I took it out on you. I apologize.
The paper stack.
I know. Go ahead, give me a useless fact, Jack.
Well, that was one of them.
Really?
On average, 12 newborns will be given to the wrong parents every day.
Wow.
On average, 12 parents
Is that worldwide?
will have.
How many out
I'm not
of so
even
many
sure
kids
it's
is that? I know that's on average 12 a day, but I haven't had 4 kids, but I have 4 kids. And
So
I'm
what are
wondering-
the statistics that you might have the wrong one?
That's what I'm saying.
Now, all your kids yours.
Yeah.
I think so.
All of them.
I think so.
I saw a baby picture of you, and it was just like, is it Jason?
It is Jason.
Yeah, Jake.
It's Jason.
There, he has a baby picture, and he posted it. I thought it was Jason.
Yeah.
He said, no, but that's me. I was like, no, it isn't.
Looks just like Jason.
So at least he's not one of the 12 that.
No, and neither is Kason. I know Jason and Jason and Kason, my youngest 2, are definitely not mixed up because when you have a baby on the army post, they never leave the room,
Yeah.
and you don't switch rooms.
Yeah.
So you have the baby, they clean it up right there in the room, and the baby stays there. Everything they do for the baby, they come to the room, and you stay in the same labor, delivery, recovery room. It's all the same.
Well, I might need to check the blood on mine.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, boy. That's all you and young Merc over there.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Well, those are useless facts.
And that's all we got. Check this out. This is what we're going to do now. Let's read some scripture.
I'm gonna say, you got some scripture?
Yeah, I do.
Let's go.
Let's do it right now.
And I'm gonna pull up in my Bible, even though you have one there.
Go ahead.
So you tell me what scripture you coming from.
I'm in Psalms 133 again.
Psalm
This is
133.
where we was at last week.
That's a good book. Good
Comment.
chapter.
I'm going to go back. We started in verse 1. I'm going to take off from verse 2 this time. Before I read, my Uncle Danny said, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always gotten.
Ooh, bars. That's real.
Bars.
That's real. So you go on
Straight up.
verse 2.
Verse 2, I'm just going to read.
Okay, let me.
I remember last year we talked about how wonderful it is for brothers to live together in harmony, right? To be in unity, to be unified as a community, whatever the case may be. How beautiful and pleasant that is to be together in harmony. It takes off again from verse 2. For harmony is as precious as the anointing oil that was poured over Aaron's head. Aaron being the brother of
The brother
Moses.
of Moses.
That was poured over Aaron's head, that ran down his beard and onto the border of his robe. Harmony is as refreshing as the dew from Mount Hermon that falls on the mountains of Zion, and there the Lord has pronounced his blessing, even life everlasting. There's a lot of biblical stuff going on in that verse.
Yeah.
Read your Bible to figure out exactly what he's talking about. But what we get from in this Psalm of David in Psalm 133 verse 2 through 2 and 3, he's just talking about how pleasant harmony is. So verse 1 talks about how living together in unity is harmony, how living together in harmony is pleasant to God. And then it goes on to define harmony as the same as anointing oil on the brother of Moses' head, which is a pretty popular dude in the Bible.
Yeah.
It's refreshing as morning dew coming off a mountain. That's some of the freshest water in the world.
Yeah.
And so this song that David wrote eons ago. He's saying basically, not only will it be pleasant to live in harmony, he described what harmony is. I think that's dope. So what you got, bro?
Nah, I was gonna go right there.
Right there?
Yeah, that's exactly what it's gonna be. Basically, explain that unity is just that beautiful, that refreshing, that good for you. Is that what I'm looking for?
Good for you.
It's good for you in that sense.
It's pure, like
It's
morning
pure.
dew from a mountain.
Yeah.
Not any mountain, but
And when back in the day when they anointed people,
Yeah.
they used the best oils, the freshest oils, the most fragrant oils that they had.
it's a high dollar item back
Yeah,
then.
very high
Anointing
dollar.
oils.
So unity is on that caliber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine if the term Shady 580 could die, and all of our kids would have never known what that even means because we've established it as a place with potential. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of shady stuff that happens in Lawton, but what we have to understand, my viewers, our people, is this. Ain't a place in the world that don't have sin and evil and darkness and shadiness. That's the whole point. So why are we trying to claim it for ourselves when we're great? Hashtag the great 580. Hashtag no longer shady. Hashtag speak life. Check this out. You can help fund this movement by going to www.thegreat580.com. Anytime you buy any sort of merch, we got hats, multiple colors, we got shirts, we've got all kinds of stuff going on, and we got, you can see some of the shirts displayed here. If you're not watching the live video, we've got coffee mugs, I've got cell phone cases, we've got drawstring backpacks, we've got anything really that you need to represent your city, and know that none of the money goes to any of our pockets. We do this straight out of our own accord, and it all goes into the enrichment of youth. We've got a backpack giveaway coming up on August 4th. More details to follow on that. We've got a t-shirt contest coming up before fall break this semester. I know we're kind of ahead of schedule on that, but I just want you to understand what it is that we're doing. So as soon as we get off that, I'm going to pray first, and as soon as we get done with this feed, make sure you blast the video. Make sure you blast the hashtags. This ain't a Jeff Elber thing. This ain't an Ashley Overby thing. It's a Lawton thing. And God wants to bless the potential that this city has. Shout out to the viewers. Shout out to everybody tuning in. We've got a lot of return viewers this week.
Yes,
That's
yes.
That's
Thank
pretty
y'all.
dope.
Thank
Continue to subscribe. Continue. Go to Linktree. tr.ee/the_great_580. You got all of our platforms that you can support there. So
Also, somebody send a useless fact. Send it to
oh yeah, we
us.
can't. Want to do it right now?
Huh?
Somebody give us a useless fact right now.
And if you can't, send it to us in a message, comment on this video, or when the video is posted on YouTube. Either place, we'll look at all of them. We'll pick the best one, and we'll get in contact with you, and we'll send you a free Great 580 sticker. For those of y'all who see the finished product, it's actually on the back of my laptop here. Y'all can't see it because, yeah.
It's
But,
right there
oh,
on the wall behind you.
yeah,
There you go.
that.
Get one of them
Get
stickers.
free one of these.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, we love y'all. Let me pray for y'all, Lord. Lord, you're trying to show us in your word that you have destined us before the foundation of the world to represent you in your glory, to have us represent you as blameless in your sight. And the only way to be blameless is through the blood of your son, Jesus. I believe that. AO believes that. Many of our viewers believe that. And we just pray that if someone doesn't believe that, that you will show them that, God. Show them a Bible-believing church to belong to. Allow them to hit us up for any questions they may have. I know we sit here and have a good time, but in all seriousness, we have to change the culture of this community. And it starts with positive speech and then positive action. It comes from valid and relevant discussions across racial and social borders and lines, God. So just give us the wisdom to keep going. Continue to bless this endeavor called the Great 580 and chop it up. Continue to bless the viewers, and may they understand that they have been charged with the change from shady to great. We love you. You did not design us to be shady. You designed us for greatness, to have hope in the future, not for harm. We love you and we thank you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
All right, man. Hey, look, we love y'all. Peace.
Peace. And that's it. It's a wrap. But chop it up. Oh, you left me hanging on that one?
Sorry. Chop it up.
All right, y'all. Hit us with those useless facts. We're done with the actual video recording. But all of y'all who are still here with us on live, submit your useless facts either via a message to the Grade 580. Leave a comment here. You can even hit us up on IG or at YouTube, on YouTube. So we're in all locations. Please hit us up. Thank y'all for tuning in. We love y'all. Remember, hashtag the Grade 580, hashtag no longer shady, hashtag speak life.
Speak life.
Peace. How do I end this? Bam. There we go.
Hey, bro. I'm not even sure I got the audio.
Are you serious? No audio?
I don't think so.
It's all good.
My video software has.
It's all good. You have audio there. You have audio here. That stayed the whole time. That's gonna be pretty
Just
good.
that though, well,
You come on.
not pretty good. Your best audio is going to come from your which one was Facebook Live.
This one right here.
Your best audio is going to come from whatever's closest.
Okay. So we use the audio from that,
Use the audio from Facebook Live and
and then we use the video from there,
yeah.
and we'll match it up that way.
All right.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Bruh, that was probably the most active.
I like that. I like that show the best.
Yeah, and it flowed better. Yeah, you were absolutely right. Useless facts at the end works
Yeah,
because it's real quick, and then we're out the
we're
door.
out there.
Yeah.
Didn't linger too long on any one topic, which we haven't been doing, but
I was better about keeping time.
we set up a lot faster.
Yeah.
And the chair thing works. This is the best setup we've had for this camera so far.
Bet. And that may.
It's not as close, which is why I took it. Sorry to cut you off. It's not as close, which is why I took it down and went over there too, because these are closer and they look really, really good from these sides. But the laptop's kind of getting in the way a little bit, so I wanted an extra one.
Yeah.
Get a little.
And I was thinking maybe just between this angle and that angle probably would be the best.
That's most of the show.
Yeah.
Well, I put the chairs over there. You can sit down if you want, but I was saying, like, you know how you was getting tired last week? Take the seat.
No, it's a better view because it's eye level. You'll see it. It's a better view because it's eye level. I don't want to be like down, like looking down towards you. I guess it really wouldn't be that big a deal. But
You know what I did? I forgot to make this.
Bruh, it's already 154 views off top. It's all-
Dang.
it's all
Look at
good.
this. This one button right here turns on the game.
And, oh, it was off.
And you have it
I
on.
guess this is that right here.
Bruh, that was fire. That was a good episode.
Yeah, I like that.
That was a good episode.
It's more organized.
Thought I found it.
I think praying before we go live also helps.
Yes, sir.
That was good flows. And also, I was kind of hard on myself. I was listening to episode 4. I was telling my wife, I was like, man, I'm talking too much. I'm over talking. My points is, over explaining. I just try to be a little more quiet. We're able to get through the topics a little quicker than over expanding.
For constructive criticism purposes, that was going to be my point too. You talked a lot more than you ever did last week, and that was more balanced this time. That was the only one that was like that though. Like 1 through 3 were fine, and this one was fine.
I didn't do too much talking. You know what? I was afraid of the wasp.
Hey, let's try and trade information real quick.
What you got?
Um,
The Facebook video is online.
True. I need that from your phone though.
That's his
My
phone.
phone.
Oh, that was your phone?
Yeah.
That's also better.
Yeah. It's his phone. So
So we good to go then.
Yeah, we good.
Hey man, good show, man.
Yes, sir. Likewise.
Praise God, man. I got convicted the other day also that I wasn't doing enough ministry. That even if I lose some audience, I gotta remember that the whole foundation of this is still Jesus. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I can't forget that. So yeah, today.
Hold on a second. I don't want to miss anything, but hold on. What was I gonna say?
You know what I can do? I can download that Facebook video,
And strip
put it
audio.
in the iMovie and take the audio off of it.
Yeah.
And then maybe do some corrections to it. This probably not gonna sound too much different than what we got right here anyway.
This
It'll
microphone
sound a
is
little different, but
mad sensitive, so it's gonna be real clear. You have some room to play with.
Already.
Yeah.
So we're good there.
Yeah.
I wanna get to the point where we have a microphone for everybody talking.
That's what.
I was thinking about the same thing too, having a lapel mic.
See, and I was getting what you call it mics, dynamic mics, because they don't pick up any background noise really, and it just picks up whoever's on it. And that's what I was gonna buy, but Stephen was like, "We need to do just episodes period before we get into that stuff." I'm like, we need to have the right stuff to make it professional. You know what I mean?
Get stuff as possible. I don't have stuff, I don't have money to get it.
See, and the whole setup, real talk, the mics, the booms for the mics, I already have the interface and all that stuff. You have an interface as well. The new lighting system, because I was gonna get the LED lights like that, but the ones I'm looking at are a little bit bigger, right? All of that together, plus a card game that I wanted to buy, was like $170. So I was
It's
like,
not bad.
I was like, it's not bad. I was like, baby, and it's 3 mics, all the cords and all that stuff, all the mounts that go with the mics and everything. Yeah.
That's the only thing over here is I only got 2 spots for the mic on this and everything.
See, I have one XLR spot like that, but then I have the 1/4 inch spots.
Oh.
So I'll just put mine into the 1/4 inch.
True. What was I thinking about? They sell these things online. I'm gonna get one. They're not expensive, but it's basically it hooks into the audio port right here, and it's got like 4 to 5 individual headphone jacks that have their own volume control,
Oh, that's dope.
so you can all have
Headphones.
on.
See, and I have headphones. I have the studio headphones as well. Because a lot of the stuff that I have, I was trying to make a studio for my house, but I don't know what the heck I'm doing with that equipment. So I just have some of that stuff left over. I actually do have 2 condenser mics that I could use. But
So the ones that we need are the dynamic mics because they don't pick up the.
they don't pick up the background noise. Yeah.
I've got some soundproofing too. I should have put it in here.
When you watch like the Breakfast Club and stuff, those mics that they use, those are dynamic mics. They're just expensive as crap. Each one of those are like $400. Yeah. But I mean, I can't spend that much on the dynamic.
Nah, forget that.
Yeah, there you can get one for 50
I might get 3 for 45.
All right.
Yeah. Just to start off, you know what I mean? For the little bit that we're doing, I mean for AO and Champ, a little bit that we're gonna be doing, I don't need, really expensive mics. I just need something that's gonna get the audio better than my laptop mic or my cell phone that's gonna be a little bit away from us. And with that OBS, you can actually take your sound straight from your interface. So
Say that again, I'm sorry.
with the OBS thing I was showing you that I was going to use for our live casting, you can put it in there that you want to take your sound from the interface. You want your video from the camera, and then what it'll do is it'll sync it up so that the
Through a
sound
cable or
will.
what?
Yeah, you just my interface goes in with USB.
Yeah.
So yeah, once I plug in my interface in USB, the camera I put it into another USB, and that'll be over there, and it syncs it up.
So. Uncle Danny wearing his grade 580 shirt.
This guy who got shot?
So they shot him while he was inside.
Oh, we didn't say anything about
Well,
it.
he was outside on the patio.
Gosh.
He was outside on the patio working. And the dude walks up to the gate. He said he saw him. He saw him walk up.
So he owns it?
Yeah. He saw him walk up. Said he looked him dead in his face for a couple seconds, and he just
Black dude, white dude?
tall black dude with dreads. So, he knows his name. He was gonna testify. Did I tell you that part?
I'm
He was
short.
supposed to testify against the guy, and that's why
Yeah.
they did it.
I'm short. Just for the record.
Wow.
That's crazy, man. There's no sense in that.
None whatsoever.
Ultimately, if you take the whole testifying piece out of it and you trace it back to the original issue, this is all because you got kicked out one night. You got kicked out and mad, and you want
That's
to kill
crazy.
somebody over it.
What up, my people? What up? Got a little bit of a late start, you know what I'm saying?
But it's all good.
What's up, Elijah?
Bruh.
Hope you're still there.
No, go back.
You ready to go?
Yes, sir. Let me, I'm gonna go on my Facebook and share it.
In case y'all know,
I got a link tree.
You got a what?
Link tree?
What's Linktree?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the,
Ouch.
This
that's
is
the
John.
spot.
Where?
Alright, did we end that YouTube live over there?
Oh, did we end this?
I think it's still going.
It is. Are you in? There's an X on top. Yeah.